Hello, this is a test of the Kiyo Pro from Razer. This webcam reports to be 60 FPS at 1080 or UHD at 30p. It's impossible, unfortunately, to install the app. I have a Mac-based system. It looks like the Synapse app from Razer. Synapse 3 is only available for Windows. Synapse 2 does have a Mac download, so the previous version, which I attempted to install, did successfully install. It asked for a firmware update or a driver update to the application. The app then failed to connect. It basically locked up. I had to reboot. And upon rebooting, not updating, not trying to do the update a second time, after a second install, it would not connect to the webcam. So opening up another application like OBS, which definitely OBS tends to give you access to controls if they're available, does not on the Mac side. So definitely right off the bat, not a good choice for Mac users, and in general, because we would have to differentiate between the two. So that limits this webcam's utility right from the get-go, unfortunately. Also can't tweak it for video settings because the app settings are not currently available. So there are apparently some wider and closer functions on the camera, but those are not accessible because I can't access the app. So there's that. Now I'm going to go ahead and hold up card and do a capture here of the color such that it is. Okay, color balance test has been captured. Now we're going to look at blockiness, and that would entitle turning off the lights and then giving us some bright black background lights. So I'm going to close these up here on the window. Okay, so what you're seeing now, there is some graininess in the dark areas here, but overall response is not too bad, things considering. There is no main light source. I'm only getting the light off the monitors here at this point. So let's go ahead and open those lights back there, open the window shades, and see what it's like with a bright background to give us some contrast. And oh, by the way, we are on the Razer Kiyo Pro's microphone. That's currently what you're listening to, is the webcam microphone. Okay, so there's an extremely bright background. Florida sunshine, can't get much brighter than that. I look dark, but there is still sufficient detail, I think, to see my face and make some eye contact. It's not great, but all things considered, it's better than many other webcams that we've seen. We reset here. Okay, now we're back to the previous state. Let's continue with our testing. Now we've gone through the noise test and the contrast test. Let's have a look at autofocus. Now we'll do the autofocus webcam test and see how it's able to adjust focus. So if I hold my hand up, focus pretty well on that, and then back on me. If I step away, step forward, focus seems pretty accurate. So that seems to be working well. Auto tracking, we can't do the auto tracking test on this because this particular model of webcam doesn't offer that. I cannot do best quality video because, for obvious reasons, we don't have access to the application, only running on Windows, and the Mac application available. The previous version from Razer does not function. It will not attach to the Mac. So let's go ahead and do the microphone test. This is the plosive test. People were pleased to find that Peter Piper had picked a pizza and procured pickles for the presenters. Sibilant test. Ice, ice, icicle. 76 Central Street. Smart shoppers saunter south for sandwiches. See some selected samples soon. Next, we're going to do the background noise test. So if you'll give me just a moment to set up for that. So this again will give us a noisy background. This is post office recording, crowded post office front area. And the background noise will be hitting the webcam microphone about 70 dB, as with the other microphones, and we'll see how it responds during the point that I'm going to read the Mozilla Manifesto. We are committed to an internet that includes all the peoples of the earth, where a person's demographic characteristics do not determine their online access, opportunities, or quality of experience. We are committed to an internet that elevates critical thinking, reasoned argument, shared knowledge, and verifiable facts. We are committed to an internet that promotes civil discourse, human dignity, and individual expression. We are committed to an internet that catalyzes collaboration among diverse communities working together for the common good. And a background noise test. Untreated room test, so I'm going to go ahead and clap, and let's see how the microphone responds to reflections in the room. And now I will snap behind myself, snap my fingers about 3 feet behind myself. Again, let's see how it deals with reflections within the room. Shock rejection test. Well, let's see what happens when we tap on the webcam itself. How does that affect the quality of the sound that it's picking up? If this is tapping on the body. Okay, now I'm going to tap on the keyboard here. See if any of those noises are picked up by the Razer Kiyo Pro's microphone. And now I'm going to tap repeatedly on the desk. Tapping on the desk right now to see how the webcam microphone deals with that background noise. All right, just to clear the palette here, let's go back to the Deity V07. This is the Deity V07U microphone, and not the webcam microphone, just to give you an idea of what a higher quality microphone would sound like in this circumstance. Going back to the Kiyo Pro microphone, back on the webcam microphone. That concludes this test.